Buenas amigos, bienvenidos un día más en GOT Gaming TV, esta sesión de juegos de PC de YouTube. Se me da justamente aquí en este momento, más que nada porque yo sigo grabando. Más que nada, ahora estamos aquí con Isan, que es el nuevo Lord de la casa Forrester. Vale. Y estamos justamente aquí. Estos son los hermanos.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
I win.
Congratulations, your lordship.
Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
A stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asha. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
Garrett is strong. He can take care of himself.
Son los hermanos del que supuestamente que murió, de Roderick, que murió en la batalla que vimos antes, la boda roja.
They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well,
sí, todo el mundo tiene dudas de él. Bueno, el maestre y el Royla. Porque sí, porque lo ven como muy blando, muy blandito y bueno. En estos tiempos, pues no es lo más indicado, no ser blandito.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know.
Sé que no es bueno.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how
Es cierto que no
to
lo comenta, siempre lo comento 3 o 4 veces en cada serie de que juego hasta el momento, pero los textos son de gracias a Zombie World Team, que son una gente sobre todo de argentinos que se dedican a traducir el entonces de TellTale. Bueno, ya el último que han salido como de Walking Dead de esta temporada, que estamos haciendo en el canal también, y otros pues ya son traducidos, pero hasta hace poco, hasta hace 2 juegos atrás, eran todos, no venían en español, vamos. Entonces esta gente se dedicaba a traducir esta gente de Zombie World Team, así que como siempre gracias, porque al fin y al cabo ustedes cuando estamos usando su traducción, así que siempre les digo, siempre los nombro varias veces. Y bueno, pues esta vez no lo había nombrado, en el último capítulo no nombré. Así que bueno.
I know a lord has many responsibilities,
Puede tener que cambiar.
but you don't need to
Son
be
tiempos
like
duros.
them.
I may have to change.
I'd rather have my brother than a lord.
I'll have to have both, I'm afraid.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once. But Ethan will be a good lord. A proper lord.
That's not how it works.
Well, that's how it should work. You are the lord.
Soy el Lord, pero no puedo estar haciendo tonterías, ¿no? Como sé que no puedo tener a toda la gente ocupada haciéndote pasteles. Ya vemos que no me respeta mucho. Si Roddy me habla como si fuera un niño. Bueno, es un niño, un pibe joven, ¿no? Pero bueno.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitetail has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the lord.
If I were lord, I would command Ethan to stay, with his family. Lord Whitehill is a mean old man anyways. Someone should tell him to leave us alone.
I might remind you, Sir Royland, I'm the new Lord of House Forrester, not you.
Of course, my lord.
It's okay. You should go. It's what must be done.
Fine, let's be done with it.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there you said you were the Lord. Now prove it.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I can handle Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
Creo que es un buen guerrero, pero como estrategia no tiene ni puta idea, ¿verdad? Porque es muy impulsivo. Movemos. Tiene 5 veces más hombres y no, obviamente no comienza a tal, porque los 5 veces más hombres puede aplastarnos en cualquier momento. Población de 5 a 1, pues ella me dirá. Y aparte el apoyo del Guardián del Norte, que es el Bolton. Y de...
Thank you, Lord Whitehill.
My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
My father died a hero, fighting for the North against traitors and oath-breakers.
Aye, and look where that got him. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much. Bloody Forresters.
Fetch Lord Whitehill some bread and salt. It was an oversight, Lord Whitehill. I promise it won't happen again.
Not likely. You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the North now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
We all serve House Bolton now.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
That's not how it happened.
And you admit it was your man who killed my men? And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
Your men attacked and drew first blood. They murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. Soldiers worth 100 of their type.
Bote, como si no, bueno.
My men. I know he's here. What have you done with him?
I took care of it. He received his punishment and it's done. He's gone.
What? Gone? That was my justice to deliver, boy, and you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
Thank you for coming, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
Do as you like, Lord Whitehill.
I was wrong about your son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
A manejaremos a la hermana, mira, imagina, ¿no? Ya nos va tocando, ¿no? Sí, se me ocurre. Vamos saltando entre los diferentes hermanos, bueno, hermanos y aparte Gareth, que Gareth no es hermano, que es el escudero, ¿no? Como sabemos, Gareth Tartel, entre Gareth Tartel y los diferentes hermanos. Diferentes hermanos de Rodri, que murió en el primer capítulo, ¿no? De la serie, los gemelos. Esta es Mira, que es la hermana, bueno, la hermana mayor, que es esta Mira, pero luego hay otra hermana, que ya la habíamos visto, otra hermana. Los hermanos pequeños no los manejamos, sino a los hermanos mayores, a los más mayores, y a Gareth, los hermanos pequeños no los manejamos.
Father,
Esta carta.
much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can. Asher sent me this coin, to remember him. What a strange place, Essos. It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena. Ethan made this for me.
Probar un poquito más el cuarto, a ver. Pero si no comento mucho, pero como digo, prefiero que os concentréis en la aventura y disfrutéis de la aventura, no a mí, no a lo que yo comenté. Aparte que es de noche, estoy grabando de noche, he puesto mucho ruido y estoy cansadete, así que...
Wonders made by man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday. King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is
no creo que nos vaya a ayudar.
And can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm just worried about my family.
Ah, letter from home, is it?
It's kind of you to ask.
Of course, milady. You've always been kind to me.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends.
Sí, bueno, dice Marco Rey, amigo.
I saw Lady Marjorie just
Amigo
this
mucho
morning,
sí.
outside the royal sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but it was definitely an argument.
Why are you telling me this?
I heard them arguing about House Forrester and...
House Forrester?
I thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken. I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there.
Claro, cierto. Cierto, un chico del carbón aquí pasa bastante desapercibido, con tanto señor, tantas doncellas, tanto señores, tantos soldados, tanta guardia y todo eso, pues...
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss. From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north, whose family fought for
Claro, tenemos una comprometida ahora ella porque nuestra familia apoyó al Rock de estar y que están peleando contra los y están en el poder de los Lannister, pues está en una posición delicada. Ella está en una posición un poco delicada por tenernos a nosotros doncellas.
She was very pleased with herself.
What does she intend to do?
She intends to make you miserable, knowing that will make me miserable as well. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Lo mejor con Mira es esperar todo lo posible hasta que llegue el momento, en algún momento, de poder ayudar a nuestra familia, porque todo lo que hagamos ahora o sea, va a ir en contra de esta tipa de Marjorie. No la vamos a enemistar para pedirle favores para nuestra familia, así que es mejor, pienso, intentar no pedir favores de momento y seguir ganando su amistad y no te pedir favores de momento ni nada. Eso es lo que es el capricho en lo que nos pide, a ver si en el futuro nos puede echar una mano.
You can do this.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Díganos a ver qué se le gustará.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies.
¿Ves? Está complacida.
You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Perhaps too clever for her own good.
The girl did name Joffrey as the one true king.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
I see. Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
She was just following her heart, Your Grace.
And the very same heart so quickly led her to my son.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she would...
Let the girl answer the question. Go on.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games. Who do you choose?
Vamos a decirle rey para satisfacerlo.
Of course.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging.
Pues sí, la verdad tiene que hablarse, sí, pero bueno, es lo que hay, tenemos que sobrevivir. Y ayudar a nuestra casa si podemos.
Of course, Your Grace.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
These are trying times, my lord. My family fears what might happen now that the Boltons rule the North.
They must still answer to the crown. You shouldn't forget that, nor should they. That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased.
¿Qué remedio? Además, ya me dijo que quisiera le gusto.
I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you. But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard, not her.
I wouldn't want to anger Cersei.
And you'd be wise not to.
No conviene mucho enojarla.
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk
No
that?
creo que me convenga. No.
It may be far too dangerous.
Me temo que no.
I'm sorry, Lord Tyrion, but it's a risk I cannot afford.
I admire your discretion. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Thank you for the advice, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Sí, desde luego, sí.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
I'd rather not discuss it, if you don't mind.
Of course not. It must have been horrible. But at least it's over now. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back. Here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jamie. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah, what?
La Sarita está tremenda. Quiere jugar con Jamie, Gorfi.
The red viper.
Media golfilla esta.
I'm told he has a paramour.
Put it back.
We're just having a bit of fun. That's probably for the best. I've heard he's a bit perverse.
No, pero sí, es medio rarito,
right
sí.
Introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
I'd marry anyone if it helped my family.
Right. Of course. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as queen of
Con Joffrey no te queda nada.
I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see. Who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match.
Es media malilla la jodida.
What are you doing?
Bueno, es mala persona, ¿no? Pero tiene un poquito
Well.
ese...
Sarah?
We're sorry, my lady. We were just having fun.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Muy optimista es.
It doesn't matter what you feel. It only matters what you say.
You learn very quickly. You were brave agreeing to obey the Boltons. That cannot have been easy. I know you must fear what Lord Bolton might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
No, my
mother wanted me to ask a favor of you. For my family. But as you said, you're in a delicate position now with the wedding so near. And I would never want to jeopardize that.
Como dije, para el momento si se presenta y si no la segunda temporada cuando se presente no conviene intentarnos con ella, supongo, así que...
Now we must both be cautious.
My family is strong, my lady. Don't let it trouble you. I know they will find a way to prevail.
Que no creo que sirva de nada. No voy a hacer spoilers ni nada porque yo ya lo bueno he pasado hace tiempo. No vamos a decirlo así, no sirve de mucho y porque vamos a enemistarnos con ella. Enemistarnos, si no nos coja así y tal, es mejor, como digo, llevarnos bien. Pienso. Este es el sádico de Ramsey, Walton. Está divirtiendo con un pobre infeliz que se tropezó por el camino. Luego playa este.
Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy. What with all that bloody noise?
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these foresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh! Listen. There.
Estandarte de los Burton es el hombre desollado porque le gusta, antiguamente le gusta desollar. Que nos quietos a ver. Si corremos no van a ver seguramente, no van a escuchar, no van a ver, sin quedarnos quietitos. Así suerte.
Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Casi por los pelos. Pese al estandarte que el hambre desollado y boca abajo. La casa Bolton. Que ahora son unos guardianes del norte. Este es un pobre infeliz que se tropezaron por el camino, que se que lo ofendió en algo. Mira cómo lo dejó, que le ha quitado toda la piedra de aquí del pecho. Y lo estuvo así cuchillando y haciendo de todo con el cuchillo.
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forester Lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise, and courageous in battle.
I want to be like that, like my father.
Your father was well regarded by nearly everyone. It took years, if not decades, to earn. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Tiene la que es como una mano derecha, por lo que entiendo, ¿no?
Summon the Lord. We need his judgment.
I've done nothing wrong. I was only trying to survive.
Lord Ethan. Maester.
You spoke of judgment, Sir Royland. What judgment is that?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed! We all fucking know it!
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Why did you do it?
Because I'd no wish to die.
Que no se roba, está mal robar.
Yes, my lord. I fled.
Oye, pero no robes. Roban no. Está bien.
Stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
No es tuyo. No es tuyo.
Not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter.
Then you admit to the crime, in front of all gathered here.
I am only what this house made me. You cannot expect a man to live on loyalty alone.
Pero hay que ser leal. Y si huyen, no robar cosas.
Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
No, 3 dedos le quita.
Time for harsh punishment.
3 dedos, los 3 primeros, o sea, sería... No, sería estos 3 de abajo, le daría el pulgar y el otro, ¿no? Parece mucho 3 dedos.
I will decide.
Send him to the wall. Take his fingers. He's a thief. If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord.
Inocente no, que robaste.
My lord, my family depends on me.
Yo lo que he visto lo llamaban al padre Gregorio bueno, y le cortaba 3 dedos a los que robaban algo. O exagerado, ¿no? Con uno, por ejemplo, ¿no? Con una bastaría, ¿no? Con un dedo, ¿no? Bueno, a los muros como al otro.
No, please, my lord! My family, without me, they'll die!
Pues no haber robado.
It was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due. Not just yourself, of course.
I did what I had to do, and it didn't bother me.
You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side. Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom.
And I'm sure you think you'd be the perfect choice.
Me? Oh, gods no. I can't get involved. I am a maester. At the Citadel, I swore an oath to serve as such. There are two capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here. The bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen Sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your Sentinel will wear this for all to see.
I understand. I'll do it now.
Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Bueno, vamos a darlo por ahí un similar de gameplay. No me quede el capítulo más largo de la cuenta. Recuerda que podéis comentar, que podéis redes sociales, dar like, todo eso. Lo más que me gusta tengo un canal de YouTube, podéis responder a vuestros comentarios y que no os cortéis. Cualquier comentario sobre el capítulo, sobre la serie, sobre el canal, podéis comentarlo. Y nada, ya nos vemos en el siguiente capítulo, ¿vale? Que sigáis todos muy bien, chicos.